Hello and welcome. My name is George Grant, and I'm a technical specialist with Griffin. Today we'll be outlining the various options for integrating biological control agents, or BCAs, and the associated pests they control, as it relates specifically to poinsettia production. Many of the topics discussed here today can also be applied to other horticultural crops we grow throughout the year. If you should have any questions regarding the material presented here, or if any other technical questions come up in the future, please feel free to reach out to the GGS Pro team using the contact information listed on the slide. If you have grown poinsettias before, you know these three pests listed here are commonly seen during this production time. That is the silverleaf or sweet potato whitefly, thrips, and fungus gnats. Please note we understand there are occasionally other pests that attack poinsettias, and there are also other biological control agent products available on the market that are not listed in this presentation. For the sake of this presentation, we'll be focusing on these three pests and a select series of primary BCA options to consider. Please feel free to reach out to GGS Pro for appropriate BCA products and rates to meet your specific needs. Our primary BCA choice for combating fungus gnats is beneficial nematodes, which is indicated in the small green circle. Additional control products may include adding Dalotia or Atheta, aka the rove beetle. Dalotia is a more mobile, so it is preferred secondary BCA choice, but often we combine it with a predatory mite, which is Stratiolaelaps or Hypoaspis miles, which is not listed in this figure. The selection depends on your production setup and what works best for you. There are many great reasons to use beneficial nematodes. Their reliable performance and ease of application, which is most similar to an insecticide drench. They offer a quick kill, usually within 2 to 3 days, and they will be in the soil for several weeks. There's no reentry concerns, no EPA registration, and they can be applied while other employees are in the house, and are very safe to humans and animals. A review of the life cycle is illustrated here. The beneficial nematodes enter the fungus gnat larva via the mouth, anus, or other respiratory openings and starts to feed. A specific bacterium within the intestinal tract of the nematode is actually released and causes the soil-dwelling insect death within a few days. The nematodes then begin to multiply and spread inside the insect. When ready, they mass exit out of the host body to reinfect new hosts. Reapplication intervals of at least 2 to 3 weeks is recommended early on in the crop when fungus gnat pressure can typically be highest and the plant canopies have not grown over the container edges. Nematodes are mixed with water to apply as a drench, which increases success and survival because of the moist environment in which they are applied to. Nematodes are very sensitive to UV light, so apply them on a cloudy or rainy day, or late in the evening or early in the morning. Various packaged quantities are available, and we know they require agitation or the use of an air bubbler to keep them in solution and also provide oxygen. Otherwise, they would die in a relatively short period of time once mixed up. Contact GGS Pro for additional technical information, specifically bulletins regarding how to apply nematodes correctly. Atheta or Dalotia, aka the rove beetle, is our secondary biological control choice for fungus gnats. The adults are dark brown to shiny black beetles covered with fine, tiny hairs. Adults are nocturnal, so we recommend releasing them in the evening, where they can be very mobile, searching immediately throughout the media to lay eggs and find larvae to feed on. Adults consume about 10 to 20 prey a day. The immature larvae change from white to orange to brown as they mature and are very predatory as well. Apply one time early in the crop, and the population will naturally increase over time with adequate prey. We also recommend applying them in small piles with around 25 to 50 beetles each, uniformly throughout the greenhouse on the potting media surface. You can also create something called breeder buckets to aid in reproduction. Please feel free to reach out to GGS Pro for a bulletin outlining how to create your own. It is recommended to continue the use of Atheta in combination with nematodes to help combat both fungus gnats and thrips. Besides whiteflies, thrips are likely the second hardest of all insects to control in poinsettia production, so your long-term commitment to starting early and throughout production will determine your success. Implementation must start as soon as the plant cuttings/liners enter propagation. Amblyopsis cucumeris is the primary predatory mite we rely on. Our second choice use would be nematode drenches along with soil-dwelling Dalotia or rove beetle. These can target the thrip pupal stages in the soil. Although more costly, Amblyopsis swirsky, another predatory mite, is more effective in killing both the L1 and L2 larval stages of thrips, along with targeting whitefly eggs. Lastly, from knockdown of adult thrips, we rely on aureus releases. Predatory mites do not travel very far, so distribution and starting early is critical. Amblyopsis cucumerus targets specifically the L1 or the first larval stage of thrips. The mite is light tan-brown in color and requires a minimum of 60 degrees Fahrenheit for egg reproduction. When temperatures are warmer, ideally above 70 degrees Fahrenheit both day and night, the Swarovski mite will thrive. As a general predator, Amblyopsis swarovski will feed on whitefly eggs, mites, and other small insects and pollen. Both cucumerus and Swarovski can be applied using both bulk broadcasts or sachets. Aureus, often called the minute pirate bug, is a true bug. It is about 1/8 of an inch long and has a diamond-shaped thorax. It is highly mobile and responds to odors of prey-infested plants. All stages feed on Thrips larvae on the foliage by injecting its straw-like stylet inside the thrip and sucking out its insides. The adults can feed on adult thrips as well. The last BCA products to review are for whitefly control. The Eretmocerus wasp is a parasitoid similar to a Phidias wasp, but for aphid control, meaning they lay their eggs inside the whitefly pupa. It is our preferred wasp here because it will control both the greenhouse and the B and Q biotypes of sweet potato whitefly, where Encarsia formosa, another whitefly parasitoid wasp, only controls greenhouse whitefly. Once again, we can release the predatory mite Amblyopsis swarovski early in production for control, mainly for whitefly eggs when the growing environment is conducive for their survival. This tiny wasp is a beautiful lemon yellow color with green eyes. The males are dark yellow to brown, smaller than the females with only 3 segments to their antennae, while females have 5. Females will lay eggs beneath the pupa and the eggs will hatch as it approaches the 4th instar stage, entering the pupa. As it devours inside, the pupa changes color to a cream color. As the wasp exits, it leaves a clear pupa case with a round exit hole. Whiteflies who have not been parasitized will leave a T-shaped opening when emerging. Eretmocerus packaging comes as a parasitized pupa on cards, which holds various quantities, or pupa that can come in a bulk loose bag. Try not to handle or touch them directly, and we can hang the cards inside the canopy throughout the crop so they're not exposed to direct sunlight. Blister packs are also available. They can be applied easily by simply opening the vent behind the blister pack and hanging them inside the canopy, or you can make a makeshift shaded structure within the crop. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you feel more confident or curious about integrating biological control agents for future poinsettia crops. Although there are various BCA options available, work with GGS Pro or your Griffin sales rep to determine what BCAs would be most compatible with your spray and drench programs. BCAs are increasing in popularity because of their benefits they have provided are being proven across all fields of plant production. If you have any questions related to the presentation, or if anything comes up throughout the season, please reach out to GGS Pro using the contact information listed here. Also, we greatly appreciate any feedback or ideas you may have for future educational videos. Thank you.